Hey, welcome back to Adventures in Beauty. Today I'm going to be doing my April favorites, and as the name suggests, these are products that I've been loving during the month of April. They've become my favorites, and a couple of them have actually become my new all-time favorites ever. So let me get into it. Okay, so the first product is a mascara, and it is the Fully Charged Mascara from PUR. This one is new, and it actually has a very similar bristle and wand to the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, except that this one is good. The formula on this is completely different. The Better Than Sex mascara totally smudged and flaked and went everywhere, all over my eyelid. This one does not flake, does not smudge, it holds curl. It doesn't transfer to my eyelids. I don't get those, the dots where my lashes touch my eyelids and rub off halfway through the day. It is super black. It holds curl. I think I said that. Oh, it's super buildable. I wait about 60 seconds in between coats, but other than that, once you go in with a second coat, it's like bam, lashes. It gives you volume and length. It is an amazing mascara. And actually, I have a discount code from PUR for 15% off your order through June 30th. And I will link that code and the discount in the description bar below. Okay, so the second product is also from PUR, and it is the new strobing palette from PUR. It's in Moonlight Glow. They have one in Bronze Glow as well. I went with Moonlight Glow because I'm fair, and I figured even with Sunless Tanner, I'm still fair, and this would still be the best one for me. This color right here, Lunar, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It's just so flattering. The pinky tones in it, I don't know if this will show up, but the pinky tones in it are just beautiful. I love this almost as kind of like a blush topper, and I put it on the high points of my face, and then I love to go in with this one right here. The bronze color is Eclipse. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Just to kind of like, if you really want to highlight, blend it in from the pink to the bronze to, melt into your bronzer, just to give it a really seamless look. It's absolutely beautiful. And the packaging is gorgeous. It's really nice, and it actually snaps closed. It's not going to like come open in your makeup bag and get stuff on it. The really interesting thing about this though is the texture. It looks like a cream and it feels like a cream. But then when you go to put it on your face, it almost dries down to a powder, but it still looks creamy. I don't know. It's amazing. The formula is just really, really different from anything I've ever tried, and I've used it with my fingers, and that is the most intense application, and then I've used it with a brush for something a little more diffused. It's just beautiful. I have been using this every day. I'm like, where am I going? To the grocery store? Yes, I need highlighter. Let me get my palette. Okay, so the next product is also a mascara. I know I have a problem. It's from YSL, so it is a little bit more expensive. It's I think it's called the Volume Effect, and then the French name for faux lashes, but Volume Effect Faux Lash Effect. And I just have it in the regular black, but this will give you such full lashes. The wand itself is a bit more narrow than the other one I just showed. And it really gets into the roots of your lashes and like grabs everyone. And this is definitely a volumizing mascara as opposed to a lengthening, whereas the other one was both. But if your problem is like really fine lashes, this will maximize them like no problem. You really do look like you have false lashes after using this, and it is a more wet formula than the PUR mascara, so I actually wait just a little bit longer in between the coats that I put on. Like I'll do something else, like I'll do my eyebrows or whatever, and then go back in with another coat of mascara. But it is super buildable, and even though the bristles are fairly short, it actually combs through to where you really don't have too much of a problem with clumping. It really helps to comb through any clumps. So I've just been loving this mascara, basically switching on and off every day from this one and the PUR one this month. Okay, now time for some stuff from the drugstore. This bronzer by Physicians Formula, the Butter Bronzer, has become, dare I say it, my favorite bronzer of all time. This bronzer, and I have it in the light bronzer. It also comes in a medium. It's just amazing. It's like the most dummy-proof bronzer I've ever used in my life. Beside the fact that you smell like a pina colada after you put it on, it has like the most gorgeous color, especially if you're a fair person, because even with sunless tanner, if you're a fair person, some colors are just not going to work on you. And a lot of bronzers are either like too cool or too orange, and this, instead of being like orange or brown, has a little bit of like a gold tint to it. So it's just super flattering. So it's a really light warmth. There are literally no marks that it leaves on your face. You know how when you go in to dip into a bronzer and then you shake off the excess and then you tap it on the back of your hand and you put it on your face and you still get that mark where you first place it on your skin. This just blends out like a dream. I wouldn't say though that it's completely matte. It does have just the slightest bit of luminosity, like zero shimmer, zero like flecks, nothing like that. It just leaves your skin looking luminous, and actually I think it makes my skin look better. Like, it goes on and it just blurs everything. I actually wish it was in powder form, actually, now that I'm saying that. I wish it was light enough to like set my under eye with. That would be amazing. But anyway, it's just the best bronzer I've ever used. You really can't get it wrong. And especially on areas where, like when I sunless tan, it comes off before the rest of my body, like for, you know, your face, but for some reason my neck does that too. Where it goes patchy, you know, swirl a little bit of this on and it just blends everything out. Like, oh, you just feel like a bronze goddess after you use it. It's amazing. Definitely the best bronzer ever at the drugstore, but then probably the best bronzer I've ever used. Okay, so the next product is also from the drugstore, and it is the e.l.f. Matte Palette. Let's see if it has Mad for Matte. That's the name of it. And it looks like this. And I was super skeptical about this palette because of the ones I've tried from the drugstore. Well, I was going to say none of them were. I take that back. The Milani palettes from the drugstore are fantastic. And this is just as good, especially for a matte from the drugstore. Zero chalkiness. I was amazed at how creamy these are. Like, it's not imperative that my mattes be creamy, as long as they blend out and that they show up. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. $10 for all these colors. This one right here, I was just kind of testing and I was like, well, this isn't even going to show up, I bet. I mean, let me just try this out. You know, this isn't even going to show up. It comes off as like the most beautiful kind of like dusty rose color, and really is vibrant even though it's light. I was really amazed by all these colors, and you've got a good array of like pretty much every brown color you could ever want. There's a gray tone brown, there's a warm tone brown, there's like almost a purpley toned brown in here. The only thing about it is, at least the one I got, it's fantastic, but it's so hard to open that I usually end up messing up my nail polish. But it comes with a mirror in the palette. It's just a fantastic palette. Now, there are a couple of drawbacks, like there is a good bit of fallout, and the majority of the colors are brown. But other than that, the blendability, the pigmentation is there. These are just as good as some high-end palettes I have bought, and maybe better than some I have bought. I was incredibly impressed, and I actually might get another one just in case. There's some colors in here I know I'm going to hit pan on, but really amazing palette from e.l.f. So the last product is from Wet n Wild, and I have not purchased that much Wet n Wild before. I've gotten a couple of their eyeshadows, and it's just one of those lines that I've just never really bought that much from. This setting spray though, I've heard a lot about it, and I was just kind of like, meh, well, I'll see. And again, this is one of the ones I was kind of late to the party on. It's so good. It's every bit as good, I think, as the Urban Decay All Nighter, in my opinion. It sets your makeup. The spray could be finer, but it really does set your makeup. Kind of makes it bulletproof, gets rid of powder, you know, like a chalky look if you use too much powder. It's just a really excellent setting spray for like $4.99. I don't know how much you get in here. You get, yeah, 1.52 fluid ounces. So you get a really good amount of product in here. Yeah, nothing else to say. It's just really, really good. So that's it for my favorites for the month of April. Again, I'll link the coupon code for PUR down below in the description bar, and hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. Bye.